Welcome to Miss.sheeena's world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
It's such a weird feeling having moments of silence when you realize that something traumatic happened to you and like it clicks randomly. Like today at work, it hit me that I have been bullied my entire life for being a bubbly black girl. And it's like the little things that have happened to me that now in my adulthood, I guess I've slowed down enough, like through therapy and just understanding who I am and coming to grips with who God called me to be, where I'm able to identify really like weird and harmful things that have happened to me that for whatever reason I've ignored. And a lot of that has been rooted in my personality. Like, I'm a happy girl, okay? If you know me in real life, me and you are probably locked in because you met me that one time and we've been cool ever since. I have never had an issue meeting people, connecting with people. I've just always been that girl, to be honest. And now that I'm an adult, what? And now that I am an adult, that is a big word for Elmo. Okay, now that I'm a big girl, I find it so interesting that I've ignored those things. Like, girl, them girls have not liked you. Let's just sit in that. Like, if you can relate to just being a bubbly individual or just you have an attractive aura or personality, it's such a mind game because people are nice, nasty, like diabolical for no reason. And because your heart is like rooted in purity and you genuinely are just a good person, it's off-putting, even in adulthood. And unfortunately, the resources that are available to help women like myself, especially women of color, is just to like be more mean or be more closed off. And like, that's the opposite of me. I do think that it's important as you grow and evolve to establish healthy boundaries and to ask the Lord for discernment and wisdom. And like, I'm in that season now where I'm learning that while I have this disposition to be kind naturally, there are going to be people that I come in contact with who I have to be guarded around. Like, genuinely guard your heart. Guard your heart. However, I do believe that while you are guarding your heart, you are still able to be you. I don't know, y'all. It's just weird. I had to pull over because I'm like, oh, that girl ain't like me. And I'm just, good morning. Girl, she can't stand your joy.
As a member of the bubbly black girl community, something that my 10th grade speech teacher told me that has stood with me and kept me grounded in my bubbliness all of my life is that people are going to look at you, see the light in you, misunderstand it, but ask you for all of it at the same time. And you have to learn how to guard the light while still showing it and sharing it. And it wasn't until after I graduated college that I understood what she meant of in my professional and personal life, people would misunderstand me, not take me serious, or not think I was serious because I had a smile on my face, because I like to laugh, because I'd walked in and greeted people and enjoyed having a good time, but still want that in their spaces and in their environment. And the advice that she left with me was to learn how to tell people no. You can still shine your light, you can still have joy, you can still exude all of those things and be who you are in the bubbliness of you while still guarding it and protecting it and holding it as sacred to yourself, because not everyone needs to have or should have access to that. And thus began my long, still in progress journey of niceness to kindness and really being more intentional about the who, when, how, where I share the light of myself with others around me, and being intentional, authentic, and genuine in that every single time I do. So yeah, girl, be you, because they not gonna understand it no way, and they never will, and they'll choose not to. But that don't got nothing to do with you. You be blessed.
This bubbly black girl discourse is super interesting because as a bubbly black girl myself, something that we don't even talk about enough, okay, it's not even just that people will look down on you for being whimsy or whatever. It's actually that people will try you. People will try you constantly because they think you're the one because you're bubbly. And it happens both personally, it happens professionally. People will overstep your boundaries constantly because they think they can because you're nice and you're bubbly and you're whimsy, and they just do it all the time. People at work will do that. People will be passive aggressive. People will not treat you fairly and they assume you've never had any hardship. They assume you don't stand up for. They assume you're so naive. You don't know how the world works. A lot of times, like, they think that you're younger too. They think that you're younger than you really are. And the things that they don't get is that like bubbly black girls we choose and prioritize our peace above anything. So even if it's not that I'm not aware about things, it's that I'm prioritizing my peace. I could know that you're fully wrong, but my peace is always going to mean more to me. And for me, compromise doesn't mean agreement. You know what I mean? But people will assume that constantly and think that you're just this naive person that can walk all over, but it's actually you protecting your peace. And it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. They hate it that you're bubbly and you're whimsy and that you see the positive in life and that you enjoy your life. They hate to see that so much, and people will try you constantly. And the thing is that we're not actually the ones either. Like, we're not the ones, and trust me, like, we know what's going on. Like, we know, but people assume that we don't, and it's very, very, very frustrating. So I feel very affirmed seeing other people talk about this, because as a resident bubbly black girl myself, it gets frustrating.
I feel like being a bubbly black woman, and this is coming from a woman who has been kind of disassociated and shut down most of my life, just now coming into my more bubbly, trusting, open side. I feel like being a bubbly black woman is so polarizing, because if you really look at our history, we're not supposed to be bubbly. We're supposed to be bitter. We're supposed to be the angry black women, even though anger is a perfectly normal emotion, especially to the bullshit that's been done. But like, we're supposed to be burnt out. We're supposed to be the help for everybody else. Like, we're not meant to be bubbly and happy, especially after everything we went through historically, our ancestors, everything we go through today, especially with like microaggressions or just within so many different industries, even like the marketing industries, setting up ads and stuff weird. Like, they always have us in mind, long story short. And then on top of that, how a lot of little black girls are like overly sexualized from a young age. Like, we're expected to just be so giving and forgiving towards other people. The trauma, the drama, the racism, sexism, like, at the end of the day, we're not only black, but we're women. You know what I mean? So it's so many things that we go through. So I think when a bubbly black woman enters the room, when she's open, when she's not on the defense, regardless of what has happened to us in this world, it kind of makes people not trust her. Like, especially white people. Okay, I'm mainly talking about white people. But it's almost like people don't immediately trust you, because it's like, what's up your sleeve? You know what I mean? What are you hiding? What do you know that I don't know? Why are you so happy knowing what you go through, seeing how we're treating you or trying to make you feel whatever we want you to feel? Why are you happy for real? And this isn't just about white people. You have people from all races, including our own race, other black people, Africans, all over the diaspora, that don't really like to see black women really happy, really confident in ourselves. Like, there's always something they want to nitpick and take apart. So like, when you're a bubbly black woman, when you're able to maintain that happiness and find that center, you go directly against what people expect you to be. And that's not to say that you don't or you shouldn't experience normal ass human emotions. Like, I get sad, I get angry, I have an attitude sometimes. Like, I'm all the things. But at the root of myself, at the end of the day, I'm just thankful for life. Like, I get to experience life. I get to be who I am. And nothing or nobody can take that joy away from me. And so I think that's very triggering for a lot of people.
So I am that delusional bubbly black girl. And let me explain. So a couple people made videos talking about how, like, if you don't like me, you have to tell me, because I'm just so bubbly, goofy, laughy, hi to everybody that I won't know if you don't like me. I am that girl. And though I probably don't care, I just feel like me allowing if you like me or not to dictate who I am is literally like a thief. Like, you know how they say comparison the thief of joy? Caring if you like me or not is not going to stop me from being myself. So therefore, I don't care. But if you don't like me, please let me know, because I will stop hoo-ha, kiki, con around you, ho.
It's okay to be a bubbly black girl. It's okay to be whimsical and nice and friendly. Like, there's nothing wrong with liking rainbows and anime and I don't know, glitter makeup and butterflies and shit. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And I've noticed that there's this whole stereotype and trope of the angry black girl, but a lot of these people that you think are angry used to be bubbly and whimsical and were constantly picked on for being that way, and that energy has to go somewhere. So we go from being extremely friendly and we like everybody and we're like this manifestation of bubbles, and then we get picked on all the time, and now we're irritated and we want everybody to go and eat a bag of dicks. But really, it shouldn't be that way. If you like glittery makeup, you like sparkles, you like My Little Ponies, Gem and the Holograms, anime, whatever it is that you like, you have a bubbly personality, you're friendly, that's amazing. That's amazing, and we need more of that. And if you are naturally like that, that's okay. And the people who don't like it are probably miserable. Don't let people bully you. A lot of times people take our bubbly characteristics for weakness. It just means that we're happy and we love life. It doesn't mean that we won't make you eat the ground. So to all my bubbly, whimsical black girls, keep being whimsical and bubbly.
Hillary PhD made a post on Instagram about the murdering of the bubbly black girl, and when I read it, I realized that I was complicit. I have a close friend who is a bubbly black girl, and recently I gave her some feedback about something that made me uncomfortable, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. As we continued to discuss it, I realized that she wasn't the problem. I was. As someone who was raised as an only child / eldest daughter, I've never really had the opportunity to have a childhood that was full of whimsy and magic. As a matter of fact, I always knew Santa wasn't real, the Tooth Fairy wasn't real. I used to pretend with my classmates in elementary school to believe in those things because I didn't want to be left out. I had so many big responsibilities at a young age that led to me being independent before I was even 18. So it stands to reason that I don't play. Literally. I struggle to play. I struggle to exist in spaces where I just get to be and not have to produce something, not have to support someone, not have to do anything. It's extended to my relationships where I could not get along with the goofy guy because I felt like they took nothing serious, and life is that serious. While I still stand on that, I realized that same attitude translated to my friendships as well. There are limits to how much goofiness and playfulness and joy that I allow in my life. Now, before somebody judges me, I'm not a killjoy. Genuinely, I love to laugh. I crack jokes. I think I'm rather funny. When responsibility is all you know, you find more comfort in getting things done than you do in taking a moment for a good laugh. On behalf of the strict black women that never got a chance to be bubbly black girls, I hope those of you who have still maintained your light know how important your role is in our world. You are among the most resilient of us because you didn't allow the ways of this world and all of its chaos to dim your light, and instead you continue to be a beacon that shines brighter and reminds us of how important it is to rest, to be light, to exist in the fullness of our authenticity. You are our prophets that joy does indeed come in the morning, but you don't have to wait till then to experience it. You're the external opposition to our internal noise that tells us that we have to work twice as hard to be seen as good enough. Do not let anyone steal the warmth that you have worked so hard to maintain in a cold world.